Welcome to WKRP Montrose, a radio station masquerading as a podcast about Montrose, Colorado and the Western Slope, recording live from the Clear Network studio in downtown Montrose, Colorado. All right, listen, we're not going to do it again. You guys just sat in silence for a few seconds while Dennis was messing with the control board. You'll get to know that that's part of the MO of the show. Is Dennis is not meant to be the producer and the what did you call me, co-host?
It's not the MO. It's just something that happens frequently. There's a difference.
So what does MO mean to you?
I mean, do you know what it literally means?
No, tell me what it literally means.
Do you know what it means?
No, I'm asking you. You're acting like you know.
Modus operandi.
So is that not my modus operandi?
You're not supposed to do it.
Listen, hey, welcome to a episode of WKRP and clearly interesting people with Clear Networks.
Okay, good job.
Yeah. Did I get that right?
No, you did, and you made it up like an hour or two ago, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of good that way. I feel like. Do you want to introduce our guest for this episode?
Yeah, why not? Have you got the camera on?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Right.
Don't you worry about me. Hi, Chris.
This is Chris.
Hi.
Chris Berry, you are a network engineer with Clear Networks, is that correct?
Well, they graciously gave me that title, yes.
Okay.
What part of it is gracious? The network or the engineer?
The engineer part, I believe. I mean, you know,
how would you describe
I
it?
use it like when I meet people, but you know, I feel
Yeah, because it sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly,
network. How would you describe it? What would you give yourself a title?
I feel like I'm more the liaison between the rest of the company and the actual engineers.
Oh.
But
an important role nonetheless.
well, you know, yeah, more of a buffer so that they can kind of focus on bigger picture stuff and I'll, you know, take care
Liaison or consigliere? Is that like which one is it? Is it more contentious or
well,
is it?
no, yours sounds way better.
When he pronounces stuff right, not that he did, but
What, did I not? You don't know.
I mean, you don't pronounce the G, as far as I understand it.
Whatever.
So, Chris, here's the difference between you and everyone else we've had today. Rebecca sent us over a little short bios on everyone, except you.
Yeah.
Why is that? Are you in witness protection?
No, she asked, you know, like, what are my hobbies or whatever, and I told her ever since I had a child, you know, those kind of all went out the window. So
How big is the family?
just me and my son.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have a girlfriend, but
Okay. How old is your son? Do you mind if we ask?
13 going on 8.
Okay. 13 going on 8. That sounds about right. That sounds about like Rob's speed.
He won't watch this, so you know.
Clear Networks does a really good job of like trying to make sure, like we heard about Liz from HR and we heard Doug and wanting to make sure that you guys are all happy in the job that you're at. Does that include like a parental support group for raising like teenagers? Do you guys have your own like, you know, water cooler moments where you're like, hey, are you dealing with this?
Or even
I'm
just a
dealing with
WhatsApp group.
Yeah, that would be,
We should
Does
start one.
that exist? Is there a
Not yet.
Slack channel or like?
No, but we should. We have 1,000 team channels. We might as well have 1,001.
That sounds like a nightmare in itself.
Yeah.
Be an engineer to navigate that. So we're going to have to, we're going to extrapolate, because I messaged Rebecca and I was like, we don't have a bio. Give me something. And she mentioned the Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
and it
lived
wasn't
there for a
Rebecca
while.
that mentioned that.
No.
It was
Sean. Yeah.
Rebecca mentioned some other stuff.
Can we talk about the Dominican Republic, or is that like under an NDA that you're not like?
No, I mean, I'll clean it up. No big deal.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
hear it.
What are you waiting for?
I hear you're a bartender.
There's a prompt.
But there are some other components to this that Sean alluded to.
But yeah, I'm not sure what, you know, Sean and I have had a couple weekend talks. I'm not sure what I disclosed during those.
What was your best memory of being in the Dominican Republic?
Oh, there's so many. I mean,
Pick one. Can you remember? Like, were they there? They still in the memory bank?
I mean, there's thousands, but like on New Year's, one year on New Year's, I mean, bars packed, you know, and we're slinging drinks. And then all of a sudden, like within 20, 30 seconds, the entire bar has cleared out and gone to the beach. And we're like, what, you know, like what happened? Someone die, or, you know, like fireworks aren't going yet or anything. And so listen, screw it. So we all run out in there too. And this huge, would it be a tortoise, a porpoise? whatever the biggest turtle there is.
Okay.
I mean, just massive, had come ashore and started laying its eggs. And
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so then everyone, kind of forgot about New Year's and the party and kind of built like this huge shelter and stuff for the tortoise and everything. And it was just one of those things that made New Year's stand out, versus just the
wildlife. It's amazing.
That's wildlife. But so Sean also alluded to something. He mentioned James Bond. Like he mentioned it in the sense that you possibly were out there doing something undercover.
Under other
Obviously,
pretenses.
he was kind of joking.
Was the bartender just a front for something else?
That's what we.
And are we talking about like cocktail? Like, give me a visual here. Are we talking like? Do you remember the Tom Cruise movie Cocktail? Or are you too young for that?
No.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I saw that, but no, I wasn't that good. We had bartenders that actually competed in, I guess, bartending.
Bar Olympics.
Yeah.
I competed in the Bar Olympics. Something you didn't know about me.
I mean,
he doesn't care. Anyway,
you can compete, but unless you finish in the medals, it doesn't really matter.
No, I did not medal. You should see the people that medal.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So, is it just? Should we leave it as? There's a story there, but we can't talk about it.
Let's leave a little mystery.
Little mystery.
Yeah, I'd like to move on to. Rebecca did say this though, that you apparently enjoy losing money on crypto.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't enjoy it,
right? But you do it. You do it often.
Oh yeah, I just keep feeding the whales.
It's eventually going to come back. Is that the thought process?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not going to give. I mean, I told my girlfriend and all the previous girlfriends, I'm not giving up.
You're not a quitter.
Yeah,
I like
You're
this
not a quitter.
I like this idea though that all the previous girlfriends, like you've been. This is the consistent thing: is you lose at crypto. Girlfriends come and go. Have any of them gone because of the crypto?
No.
Okay. Good.
Those are
All right. Well, that's good.
Those are side accounts.
Yeah.
What's something that you look forward to in your job every day? What's something that you like?
I really enjoy, honestly, the people and the work environment there. I do enjoy the work as well. I mean, certain tasks and projects are mundane, but spinning up the new equipment for new builds and new cabinets and stuff like that is interesting, and putting it all together. And
okay, so you're actually building out the cabinets where the fiber's actually coming into, and you're making the connections for the head end for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the equipment, I don't get to go to the cabinets anymore or do any of that. But
is there a reason? Do they not let you go to the cabinets?
No, we kind of. I mean, I used to like getting out of the office and go and installing equipment.
But you got people for that now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the problem with growing fast
and success. You become good at something, and you get kind of promoted out of the more interesting stuff.
Okay.
Well, So Rebecca also said, you're into camping and kind of, is that all the Colorado things you do? You do the Colorado things?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go do anything. Yeah. If someone calls up and says, let's go do this. Okay.
River surfing? Have you done river surfing?
Tubing.
Tubing, but not the river, not the stand up. Like,
I was never real good at regular surfing. So
river surfing seems a stretch. Me too.
I tried it 1,000 times down the DR and just kept getting beaten up.
Maybe we'll get, we get a group of Clear Networks people this summer to go down and have a day
with Hollis. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that would be
do
good.
A day surfing. But
okay.
We didn't ask you this at the start. I think. Where were you from originally?
I was born here.
In Montrose, specifically?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's trying to remember.
I'm pretty
Can you go back that far?
You know what? I've never actually had anybody reply to the question, where were you born? Going, I'm pretty sure it's here.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you think about it, it's kind of a crazy way to answer that question. But yeah, I mean, if you
I don't know.
If you don't fully remember.
I mean, but like, how do you know? Do you know where you were born?
Well, I believe what I've been told. I believe what I've been told.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
so it was not that crazy of an answer. I just want to say.
I guess you're onto something.
I can't let him get away. By the way, Rob likes you because I'm just going to go. I'm pretty sure porpoise and tortoise are very separate.
No comment.
And he would have eaten me alive if I had been there.
We will allow your colleagues
beat you up over that?
To beat you up over that and explain that to you.
We're going to get into the questions. You're ready to go to rapid fire.
This is we got a series. We end these, and this is it. It's pretty much done. We're trying to end these with a series of rapid fire questions. So it's like 10 of them. Don't think about it too much, and they're standardized across everybody.
Yeah.
So you get to just not think, just answer first thing that comes into your mind. And then you get to compare and contrast your answers with everybody else's.
All right. I'm going to start. We'll change it up. I'll start out.
All right.
What's your favorite word?
Insipid.
Insipid. Oh, damn, that was good. What sound or noise do you love to hear? Silence is the answer. We're going with that one.
I mean,
yeah.
next question.
Quiet.
All right.
We're going with quiet.
I mean,
Silence was the answer.
I could give a not honest answer, but I don't feel like.
I like it. I like it. What motivates you?
I mean, I guess probably my son now. Just
Good answer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
tacos.
That's the second
Street
time.
tacos or like Taco Bell tacos?
Any taco.
Any taco.
Any taco.
Any taco.
All right. On the subject of food, are hot dogs sandwiches?
No.
Straight up, no messing. How many holes does a straw have?
2.
Yeah, he's good.
He is good.
Everyone else
Wait,
is-
hold on. I have the button.
But
This guy was good.
All right, that's good.
it's probably just one.
Yeah.
Really.
Or you can't change your answer.
No, you have to. You said two. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
it could
but-
be.
Okay.
Well, that's the debate, right? And it's kind of. I don't even know if there's an
What
answer.
if you fold the straw?
We ask the questions here.
Yeah. Let's get the dynamic clear.
Yeah.
We're the question asker. It doesn't go both ways.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Wait, I don't want you starting something that the other people can sit down and think that they can do.
No. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt or be in another life?
Rockstar.
Easy one. Conversely, what profession would you absolutely not want to do?
Librarian.
All right.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Doing nothing.
Zero, zilch,
Just
nada.
nothing.
I like that.
All right. And this is the final one. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
That I lived a great and full life.
There you go.
I thought there was going to be some. I was with the rock star and with the scarf. I thought there was going to be some rock fingers. I hope he gives me the rock fingers.
The rock fingers.
Yeah,
No, and I know what you're trying to say. You just have a way with words. Don't you?
No.
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
We've been asking, and you can adjust this question if you want to, but I've liked all the responses so far. Are there any Dougisms that you would like to share? Any quirks with Mr. Seacat that you've noticed or that have been part of your experience in working with Doug that you'd like to share with everybody else?
And this is a safe space.
Yeah. Doug will never know. He won't see these.
Man, if you told me that this question was coming, I could have come up with some doozies.
Some serious ones?
Just some doozies.
Yeah. Do we need to fill like airspace?
We can
and give
call
you
this section Doug's Doozies.
Doug's doozies.
I like that.
Doug, I love Doug so much.
Give us a Doug doozy.
Well, it seems like Doug will he's always he's a real customer pleaser.
Absolutely.
And he'll go out of his way, but it seems like a lot of times we will just do some ridiculous things for one customer.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, and maybe this is a rumor, but I've heard tell that we bored 2 miles of fiber just for one person.
Yeah. That sounds like a Doug thing to do.
Yeah,
That
which
sounds like
is
a
great. But your return on that investment is going to be 4,000 years.
Right.
Right. That's the thing. There's a fine line between pleasing the people and practical business decisions. But
I can hear Doug's response to that right now, though.
what is it? Do it. in-
I can't do Doug's voice.
Go on.
So, but I would definitely see Doug being like, yeah, but here's the deal. That guy that we did that for, his family's going to know that we did it for him. His kids' families are going to know we did it for him, and their kids' families are going to know that we did it for him, because that's how big of an impact that we made on that guy, or girl, or woman, for that fact.
Well, and I would hope, hope so that
yeah.
whoever it is, even if maybe it's not true, but
And that house or that location that we put fiber to is
Right.
going to be there for 100 years, and so
Well, I mean, it's more likely that they just tell their friends and neighbors.
no.
Clear Networks did a great job.
I liked my Doug impression. I
Okay.
think I did
Well,
good there.
next time we have Doug on, we'll have to find out if that's actually true, because it's
Hey, Doug, if that wasn't the answer, that should have been the answer. I'm just saying. Chris, any parting wisdom and or any shout outs that you would like to give to Clear Networks? There's people that are going to sit in that
I
seat
think you
after
guys
you.
really need to have Cameron Dillon and Landon Mertan on.
okay.
Cameron Dillon.
Specifically,
And what was the second one? Landon? Lanham.
Yeah.
Okay.
LAN.
You've been called out,
Yeah.
peeps.
Well,
if you're
I
not
think
on
I
our
mean
list.
the idea ultimately is to have everybody on, but
Yeah.
the sooner we can get people on who have been shouted out, the better. One final thing, this shout out, call out thing doesn't have to be overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
If there's anybody there that you'd like to call out to say, oh, you know what, could you
Who
stop
takes your parking
there?
spot
Could you not?
all the time?
Yeah.
Do you guys have parking
Don't-
spots?
Don't do this.
Liz takes my spot.
Yeah, Liz.
And I feel like if you work on the west side of the building, you need to park on the west side.
That's right, Liz.
Oh yeah, so then you got this whole.
Well, she's on the east side now, kind of. So, but there's west siders that park on the east sider's side.
Oh,
that's outrageous.
I know.
how dare they?
Yeah.
West side.
Yeah. Well, did you really just throw a
see, I
gang
can
sign?
do
I
that.
didn't have it up there. Oh,
There you
okay. Well, listen, these are getting exciting.
Yes.
Chris, you're
upped
definitely.
You've upped the bar or lowered it. I don't know in terms of like controversy.
I'm on Team Chris. I can tell you that right now.
Everyone's been really nice up until now,
Yeah.
and I am embracing this West Side East Side rivalry for sure.
Sean brought it up though? Sean said that there were separate buildings.
Well, even if there's
right?
not, there is now.
Well, I'm just talking about the one building. You got
Oh.
the people in the
Oh.
one building that work on the west side and the east side, and
Okay.
there's parking on here. And if you're
Right.
on the west side, I mean, I feel like it's just logical. Really.
I agree
Okay.
completely. We're going to get a West Sider on there and have their side of the story.
Chris, you've been great, man. Thanks
All right.
for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Is there before we go, is there anything that we should have asked you?
I mean, no. I
No?
feel like the
We've done it all.
spontaneity of the whole thing.
That's how good
is
we
the
are.
best way to do it.
We did great.
We did, considering Rebecca didn't give us a bio, I think we
Yeah.
did okay.
Nice job, Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.